Around the Table on Harrison's Original, KHOZ.
And welcome to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. I am Dan Reynolds, and I'll be your moderator and your host for the next 3 minutes, and then Ann will take over and she'll, do whatever.
Oh, really? Well, okay, Dan. How about that?
You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Ann Lemley.
All right.
And if you don't know me, you're missing out.
You're missing out, all right.
It's such a treat.
That's for sure. Well, I hope everybody had a nice overnight sleep and very
Did
nice.
you?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. It's very, very cold in the house. I mean, it was cold outside, but I had a nice and toasty in the house.
I get it.
I've got several backup solutions for heat.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Like
Burn the house down?
I've got a heat pump. Then I've got emergency heat on that, and then I have some propane, and then I have comforters on the bed, and I also have flannel sheets.
Okay, that's warm.
Yeah.
Do you put like an electric blanket on your bed?
No.
That's my saving grace.
Oh, is it?
Well, I don't want to come out in the morning, but yeah.
Well, my little booties help me.
Your what?
My booties.
Like house slipper booty? I don't get it.
Well, they're like thick socks. They're really,
you sleep in them?
Well, yeah, I've got 2 layers of long johns too. The one-piece long johns.
You're so full of crap.
The ones with the trap doors in the back.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I still have those. Those are hard to find, by the way. You can't just order those anywhere. And I don't like the ones with Velcro. I like the buttons, the big round buttons on the back. The 2 buttons that holds the little trap door up. Those are extremely
Why do you need a
hard
trap
to find.
door?
Huh?
Why do you need a trap
Well,
door?
when there's too much heat, you need a vent.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's cold. It's cold, and that's what we're talking about. But I do have an update on warming
stations.
stuff.
Okay.
Now, I know Berryville Methodist Church is having, they are open for that. But right down the street, actually, from where we are located here, the old Gibson place.
Yes.
1101 Radio Avenue.
It's not the Gibson place anymore.
No, it is not. But it is a non-denominational church located right there in the heart of Harrison. And I just messaged the guy and I said, tell me about,
Okay.
your warming stuff. And he said, come on down to get a meal and a cup of coffee on those cold nights. We are open on nights that are 41 degrees and colder.
Okay.
We also have a men's recovery center there. And mentioned it was a non-denominational church. And he went on to, I'm going to have him on sometime, but that they have church services anyway. Right. So we'll get into that part later. But, thankfully, they have that offered, and it's on 1101 Radio Avenue.
Okay.
If you need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's going to be bitter cold all weekend, and it'll hit back again, even if it warms up some. But I wanted to give that update.
There are homeless people here.
Yes.
And some people don't want to be involved in any kind of shelter. They want to be out on their own.
Right.
But
if you know
and those
someone,
are the people you worry about.
Yeah.
Because, you want to be homeless, that's fine.
Yes.
But we don't want you to freeze to death, too,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a tricky thing because I don't think the people that are homeless are more than likely listening to this. But if you know someone, then I think that you can pass that information
Well, if you
on
see somebody
to a person or tell them.
Yeah, and if you don't mind interacting with somebody and being forward, just go tell them that it's available.
Exactly. Yeah. And I also have an update about something we talked about yesterday, which was the free chili and soup luncheon.
Yeah.
And that was for the Recovery Center of the Ozarks. It was presented by them in White Oak Stations. Well, they were going to have it on Saturday, this coming Saturday.
Okay.
But due to the weather forecast, they are postponing that till January 31st.
Okay.
So that's my updates. Okay.
Well, since you're talking about the weather, you want to
Go into the
think
weather.
I think it's changed quite a bit since we talked about it yesterday.
Has it? I haven't even looked at it.
I think so.
Okay, well, today is supposed to be sunny with a high of 49.
And look at the wind chill.
And then wind chill of 18. How does
Yeah,
that even
I don't
compute?
know.
It said that yesterday.
I don't know.
Huh. Light southeast wind, and then wind gusts could be up to 15 miles per hour. The low tonight will be 31 and a chance of showers between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. That chance of precip is 30%. Wednesday, a 20% chance of showers before noon with a high of 53. Wind gust up to 20 miles per hour. Wednesday, mostly clear with a low of 25 and calm winds. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high of 48. And then Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 23. And then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, on Friday,
Possibly.
we start off with a 20% chance of snow showers after noon. So you'll probably see a lot of people scurrying to get home.
Y'all, if you go to the grocery store now,
Well, yeah,
because there's going to be a problem.
yeah. And then around noon, it's going to start snowing. 20% chance of that mainly. Mostly cloudy with a high near 34 degrees. And then I looked at the graphic weather that they have on where you can see where the damage is going to be or where the weather is
Yes.
going to be, and we're going to be right in the middle of it where it's either freezing rain or
Right.
snow.
But it's so bitter cold that,
Yeah.
that it doesn't snow when it's that cold, does it?
Well,
Or does it turn more into ice?
it's
It's a crapshoot? Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
that's what I'm saying. We just don't know. We're right on that line. So if the wind pushes up from the south, it's going to be wetter, and if it pushes down from the north, it's going to be icier. So,
Well,
and then Friday night, snow showers will continue likely mainly after midnight, cloudy with a low around 10%. So the precipitation increase the precipitation probability will increase throughout Friday afternoon
Yeah.
into the evening with a 60% chance of precipitation
that's
Friday
at this
night.
moment.
Yeah. Snow showers likely on Saturday, high near 20, and the chance of precipitation continues at 60%. With an overnight low of 30 degrees with more snow showers. So it's going to, maybe
Probably
all
gonna snow,
weekend.
is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And then Sunday, mostly sunny with a high around 31 with an overnight low of only 10 degrees. And then Monday, it's going to be a high of 38.
You
So-
know, we've had these ominous forecasts in the past and got absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So, and I understand they can't totally, they follow different models, yada, 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 that I don't understand all that. But so you have to wait till closer to the event to find out
Yeah.
what's going to happen.
Basically, you wait till the day of, or you say, what's the weather doing? Well, let's step outside
Right now.
right now.
Yeah. Because it's
And
hard
then
to
you call your friend and say, hey, it's snowing here. What's it doing over there? And he says, well, it's sunny over
Yeah.
here where I'm at.
Yeah.
So,
Go get your sleds for your kids now
yeah. Yeah, I'm
because
sure
they'll
they
be
got
gone.
plenty of them.
Harp's had some. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, after our break, we got Kirk Campbell. He's going to come out. He's going to be talking about insurance.
Okay.
And, insurance has changed over the past couple of years. I mean, it's for some, it's increased quite a bit. It's increased for me. I mean, I can feel the crunch,
Yeah.
Every month.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought I'd try to find an independent agent to give us an overall view because they
Right.
deal with so many different companies. We
Right.
can get I want to get an idea of what's going on.
And that's the beauty of it. I think they deal with different
They
companies.
do, and they
so-
try to find the best deal for everybody.
Yeah.
So anyway, Kirk is going to be here after our 9:15 break, and we'll talk to him,
Okay.
discuss some things about insurance. Okay, let's do our topic to ponder.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
All right, we are continuing with our firsts. These are all topics of the first things that happen in your life, and this one is a little different. You want to read this one for us?
Who was your first best friend, and are you still connected with them today?
No.
Who was it? You didn't answer that.
Oh, I've had several guy friends. When you're growing
Sure.
up, you attach yourself with guy friends, and I don't know where they are, but it's amazing the things that you do when you're with a friend. You push death, you push all kind of probability of even surviving the weekend that you're with them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So no,
I
you
could tell you
ditched
plenty
them
of
now?
story. I could tell you plenty of story. And one weekend we got thrown in jail. So
Well, that
Yeah.
was yeah.
yeah, I'll tell you one story.
Okay.
We were with all of our friends, and my brother had just bought a '62 Comet. Mm-hmm. And it's a small car, and we had 3 in the front, 3 in the back, and 2 in the trunk.
Oh, sheesh.
We just didn't have enough room. So me and another guy rode in the trunk. And of course, we were out drinking, stupid. And my brother was driving.
I'm not surprised.
And we were going down the back roads trying to avoid law enforcement. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, we went airborne.
Oh my gosh. And you're in the trunk
I'm
with
in
no.
the truck with no possible way of getting out.
Wow.
And we hit the ground. We went airborne, hit the ground, and the back of the trunk filled up with dust from the impact.
Dude.
And it went quiet. And I thought, everyone's
They're
dead
dead.
except me and this guy in the back. And he starts laughing. He thinks he's inebriated. He thinks it's funny. And I'm scratching and clawing trying to get out of there. There's no way to get out.
They don't have that opening that goes to the back seat anymore.
No, so eventually they opened the trunk, and he had there's a hairpin turn, and he just was playing the radio and not paying
Piddled.
attention and just went straight forward over.
So, are you still friends with him? No.
My brother's the only. I guess my brother would be my only friend because we've been through thick and thin together. So I'm still
Evidently,
connected
he got
with
you
him.
in a lot
Yeah.
of crud. Lord have mercy.
That's just one story I could tell.
Dan's always innocent in every story. It wasn't me. It was my brother. That's all I hear, and I'm like, that is poppycock. Don't believe it. Why are you red?
So, do you still have any friends today?
I do. I don't keep up with them like
Yeah.
the friends that I actually somewhat keep up with now. I didn't meet till my adulthood.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
your
I
true
mean, Julie
friends
Skorberg
usually.
was one of my very best friends. She was my preacher's daughter, but we were in the same group, and we just hung out together and
Yeah.
did stupid crap to get together.
Yeah.
But I mean,
You,
not like that.
You cheated death.
We didn't try to cheat. But-
Okay. Have
but
we got
yeah.
any responses?
Vigilant Inspection Services says, Nate Ellis, we actually are still friends. And then my brother said, I have a lifelong friend since 3rd grade. His father was my mentor, teacher, and boss for 20 years. I actually helped him working on cleaning out his family home last week. I think we have been friends for like 58 years.
Good.
Yeah. And then Daryl Peterson said, my best friend was in the 1st grade and he got teased because he did not know how to tie his shoes. I taught him how to tie his shoes.
Well, look at there.
Debbie Harder said Shirley Pisani, and yes, we do. And Kelly said Stacy Carlin, and sadly, after 46 years, we do not.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Okay.
Well, there's always a story behind that. But it's great memories,
Yeah.
and I thought I would try to bring this question to you. And the question today of our topic to ponder is, who was your first best friend, and are you still connected with them today?
Okay.
All right, let's move on to our Today in History.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
I, Franklin Delano Roosevelt,
Whoa.
do solemnly swear.
I, Harry S. Truman, do solemnly swear.
I, Dwight D. Eisenhower, do solemnly swear.
I, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear.
I, Lyndon Baines Johnson, do solemnly swear.
I, Richard Billhouse Nixon, do solemnly swear.
I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear.
Jimmy
I,
Carter.
Ronald Reagan, do solemnly swear.
I, George Herbert Walker Bush, do solemnly swear.
I, William Jefferson Clinton, do solemnly swear.
I, George Walker Bush, do solemnly swear.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear
That I will faithfully execute the office of
President of the United States.
And will, to the
Best of my ability.
preserve,
Protect.
And defend the
Constitution
the United States.
so help
Me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
That was a compilation, or I don't know what the word is. That was
compilation
of January 20th. In several years, I'm not going to name them all, but 15 presidents have taken the oath of office on this date. Before 1937, the presidential oath was administered on March 4th. Okay. Gerald Ford is not included. He took the oath of office at the White House August 9th, 1974, after Richard Nixon resigned. Ford never had a regular inauguration at the Capitol, and I didn't know that information, but there you go. Okay.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
This was 65 years ago. A newly sworn-in President Kennedy delivered one of the most famous lines of an inaugural address.
Okay.
Some 30 minutes ago, the planes bearing our prisoners left Iranian airspace and are now free of Iran.
45 years ago, the day Ronald Reagan was sworn in as president was also the day when the ordeal of the American hostages in Iran ended. Mr. Reagan made the announcement at a reception for members of Congress at the Capitol.
Okay.
That I will execute the office of President to the United States faithfully.
That I will execute
Faithfully, the office of President of the United States.
President of the United States faithfully.
Okay. This was 17 years ago. Chief Justice John Roberts got mixed up as he recited the oath of President Obama. Mr. Obama eventually repeated the oath in a private ceremony to avoid any potential court challenge.
Meatloaf said his role in life was to be an outcast, but that didn't stop him from becoming one of the best-selling musical artists of all time. The album Bat Out of Hell stayed on the UK charts for over 9 years. The song,
And I would do anything for love,
earned him a Grammy. The entertainer, who was born Marvin Lee Aday, told various stories as to how he got his nickname. Some of them referred to his large size as a child. True or not, what was clear was the size of his talent. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
4 years ago, Meatloaf, the rock superstar known for his Bat Out of Hell album and for such theatrical, dark-hearted anthems as Paradise by the Dashboard Light and the 2 out of 3 Ain't Bad, died at age 74. That was CBS News correspondent Deborah Rodriguez.
3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
That was the sound of Apollo 11 blasting off from Kennedy Space Center, and former astronaut Buzz Aldrin was born on this day in 1930. He's 96 years old today. Aldrin was the lunar module Eagle pilot on the 1969 Apollo 11 mission and became the second person to walk on the moon after mission commander Neil Armstrong. Many historians believe that the legacy flight of Armstrong, Aldrin, and Michael Collins aboard Apollo 11 was the defining moment of the 21st century, and I totally agree with that.
Little kiss for your Tuesday morning. Singer and musician Paul Stanley was born on this day in 1952. He's 74. He's a founding member of the heavy metal band Kiss. Yes. And that was Detroit Rock City.
Okay.
You can't call yourself a think tank if all your ideas are stupid.
Birthday cut. Media personality Bill Maher was born on this day in 1956. He is 70.
Okay.
suicide. And I'll be better when I'm older. I'll be the greatest man of your life.
Singer Edwin McCain was born on this day in 1970. He's 56. I'll Be is one of his hits.
Okay. We are caught up to date, and we're going to take our first break. And when we come back, we're going to have Kirk Campbell from Campbell Insurance. We're going to talk about some independent insurance background and maybe find out why insurance is changing over the past few months and years. And we'll find out maybe an insight on that. Let's take our first break. When we come back, we'll have Kirk Campbell. Stay with us. And welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. Well, I'm telling you what, I think everyone has kind of felt the insurance impact.
Sure.
In the last couple of years, and I was
even Kirk.
Yeah, I was talking with Kirk the other day, and just kind of talking about it, and it's kind of an eye opener. So I thought I'd have him to come on and maybe talk about that. But Kirk Campbell is here, and he's with Campbell Insurance. Was that just a coincidence that it was Campbell Insurance because you got your last name? How'd that happen?
I don't know. I don't know how that happened, but I know that my dad said get out of college and get back here so I can train you so I can retire.
So he could retire. Yeah.
Exactly.
He had it all planned.
Your insurance company was started years ago.
Ironically, this is our 110th year.
Wow.
1916.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're really.
Now, did your dad have that before you, or before who had it before your dad?
So our grandfather and grandmother started the agency in 1916, and then Dad came on board in 1954, and then Craig came on in '88.
Yeah.
I came on in '91.
Wow.
And as a new change, my wife Holly, who's been in the corporate world for 25 years, she joined us about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
So we are feeding her with the fire hose, so to speak, trying to get her trained up. But she's already gotten her license and things like that.
Okay.
It's been a breath of fresh air, and she's already doing some great things.
Good.
Well, it's truly a family-owned business, which is really cool.
It's we've taken a lot of pride in that. You don't see a lot of family-owned businesses anymore that haven't sold, and so we're proud of that, and just trying to do the best we can to navigate, especially this fun time that we're in right now.
Well, what I think is interesting is you've got that small building. It's a 2-story small building. You haven't expanded. You keep the same location.
Yeah.
I mean, you think you may have changed your sign maybe once or twice, but
we do. We've kept the building has worked. Now we've done a lot of renovations inside. A lot of folks don't realize it is 2 stories.
Yeah.
Dad put on the 2nd story, I think, after the flood. But anyway, we make good use of our space, and growing in our business. The internet has changed the world.
Sure, I bet, yeah.
And so we do business in 11 or 12 different states.
Oh, okay.
So it has allowed, we have a couple of niche, we offer all types and all lines of insurance, but we do have a couple of niche programs that we do that we market to other states. So anyway, that allows you to grow outside of your initial footprint of this area.
Well, what all insurance types do you deal with?
We basically do all lines of insurance. I'd say our specialty is commercial insurance. I say specialty. That's a majority of our book of business would be commercial if you had to look at it from that standpoint. So we write in everything from Main Street business, from restaurants to retail, to offices, to contractors, basically everything from A to Z. And we have, we're an independent agency, so that we don't work for one insurance carrier. We have several insurance carriers. We probably have 30 to 35 different insurance companies that we represent or have access, to.
Yeah.
And the advantage of that is what?
The advantage is that if one insurance company, if their rates get out of line, if their service gets out of line, then we can move and shop. That's kind of what we promote. We can shop insurance. Excuse me.
Oh. What is that?
Yeah, sorry about
Let's
that.
take that call.
That's okay. That's okay.
Speaking of insurance.
Hang on.
We can shop, and that's what we do a lot for our customers. If say their premium goes up exponentially, or
which y'all do not control.
We do not control
the company
premiums.
does.
With the insurance company. We are an agency, so we are the middleman. So we don't control the rates, but we do have the ability to shop it internally inside our office to make sure that and our carriers, we have a lot of top-rated carriers: Liberty Mutual, Travelers, Auto Owners, Hartford. Big name insurance companies. A lot of folks don't quite understand the independent agency concept. They think that Campbell Insurance is the insurance company. We are not.
Right.
We are not.
Yeah.
You're more of a broker, so to speak.
Yes. Yes.
Does that help you? Like for one that's I don't want to mention names, but like a franchise company, they can only stay within their parameters. You can you can go out of that and find other places that may be a little more economical or cheaper than some things.
Yes. We can. Again, we're not tied to one company. We do have great relationships with our carriers, but if one or two of them do get, periodically the industry kind of goes up and down like this,
right.
And some companies are better positioned to maybe not have as much of a rate increase as the other one.
Yeah.
So we just gauge it. We look at every renewal, and if we do see that it's gotten out of line, then we will we will shop it internally. And a lot of sometimes we can't find them a better deal.
Yeah.
But we can at least say, hey, Dan or Ann, we've shopped it with A, B, C, and D. Here are those quotes.
Yeah.
As you can see, they might be higher or they might be a few dollars lower. And 9 times out of 10, folks will say, look, let's stay where we are for now. But I appreciate you shopping it. At least gives them a little peace of mind.
Yeah.
Sure.
Knowing that where they are is still in the
Well,
market.
talking about rate increases, and you talked about the last couple of years, it's just gone crazy. Can you kind of give us an overall why or what's happening or maybe the future of what the insurance is going to do?
Yeah, it's been I tell you, and I didn't realize this probably until this market just started turning a couple of years ago, how many weather-related events that we have in not just Arkansas but the United States. I brought a little report here that was provided by our Independent Agents Association. In 2023, Arkansas had 1,510 weather-related events.
Okay.
Which is just that kind of took me back.
Sure.
The United States as a whole in 2023 had 71,600 weather-related events.
Wow.
So in 2024 there were $27 billion events across the United States. So in Arkansas, unfortunately, has the second highest loss ratio in the country.
Really? Yeah.
Believe it or not. Yeah. Arkansas last year had 144% loss ratio. So what that means in the simple terms is for every dollar of premium that all insurance carriers, insurance companies in the state of Arkansas took in, they paid out $1.44 in claims. So basically that's not a very profitable model.
That's not a good model.
Right.
No,
It's
it's
not
not.
a good model. So we're only and that's been 2 years in a row that we've been second in the country, only behind Oklahoma.
Well, you can't go to the bank and show data like that to want to get a loan.
It's no. It's not a good figure. And as sad as that is, I guess, for lack of a better term, it's what we're facing now.
Yeah.
And the insurance companies that I've never seen where we're all in this kind of together.
Yeah. Well, I heard not too long ago that the tornado alley is moving south.
Yeah.
It's a trend, and more tornadoes are coming this way, and more severe weather is coming toward the south rather than in Kansas and Oklahoma.
You're right. You're right. They're doing now, traditionally, historically, how insurance companies developed their rates, they looked at history and looked at what had happened. But now they're using models that take into account history and actuarial data there, but they're looking at future forecasted models, which they're able to do with technology about what can possibly happen in the future. And so they're kind of melding those together, and that's where we're seeing these tremendous rate increases.
Right.
It's just, I'm an insurance consumer myself. In fact, I just paid our insurance last week, and I showed Holly. I said, "Here's what we're paying." And it just.
And she says, so we won't be able to go out to eat for the next 3 weeks.
Exactly. We're eating bread and peanut butter.
Yeah.
Well, you better get it before the snow comes. So I'm just saying. But.
Exactly. So it's been rough. I joke with our clients. I said, I'm probably the least favorite person you talk to during the day.
Yeah. Well, what can people do now? Should they shop around? Should they call you? Should they stay where they're at? Should they, even though insurance is changing around, should they still look for a deal? Or are there any deals left?
Underwriting has gotten a lot tougher for all of us, for all insurance carriers and all agents. Insurance companies are looking hard at roofs. A lot of carriers will not take or even underwrite a roof that's older than 10 years old. So that has become a little bit of a hindrance. Of course, they're looking at past claims. Things that people can do. Certainly, you can shop and look around and see. But a lot of folks are having to go to, or are going, or the insurance companies are putting higher deductibles on their insurance. It's just that's what I had to do is took a higher deductible. I don't
to lower to get your rate
to get your rate down, and I'm hoping that'll do well. On the front end, it does one thing right off the bat. It does lower your premium some, but I'm hoping that higher deductibles, which all companies are instituting higher deductibles, especially on wind and hail. Wind and hail has just killed the insurance industry in the last many years. And those are the two big culprits there. But I'm hoping that with higher deductibles that folks are taking, that I'm hoping it does drive down this percentage in our state for everybody. Because if it does drive it down, then that means rates could possibly come down. I don't ever think that they're going to.
They will.
Yeah. People always say, Kirk, you know better. And I said, well, I know. I can always hope. But,
hope against hope.
Hopefully that will offset and we can get some of this under control. But there has been a tremendous change in weather in the last 5 or 10 years.
So it's based on weather. Okay. So
well, I know that, you think about this whole week, we've had these 30-mile-per-hour gusts and stuff, and that can wreak havoc on your roof for sure. Yeah.
Well, maybe we should go to church more. Maybe we're not praying enough. Then
I don't think we can pray enough. That's for sure.
Well, Kirk, how can people get a hold of you if they want to talk to you or get maybe interested in maybe doing a quote of some kind? Yeah. How can they do that?
Sure. They can give us a call at 870-741-5423, or they can email me at kirk@campbellinsuranceinc.com.
Okay.
And our motto or theory has always been, we're not pushy pressure sales folks type. We just want to we'd love an opportunity to look at it. And hey, if we are not competitive, then at least you'll know who you're with is.
Yeah. Right.
It's free of charge.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
So at least it's a free look and say, hey, we're going to run it through all of our carriers.
Sure. Yeah.
And see, and the numbers won't lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, in this day and age, you need to save a little bit of money. Could be just enough to make the difference. So.
Everybody's trying.
Every little bit counts for sure.
Kirk, thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Hometown boy since way back. Old goblin.
Way back.
Are you considered an old goblin now?
I don't know what the age is, but I'll be 57 in April, so I feel it.
I think you qualify.
I think I do too. My body feels like an old goblin. I'll tell you that.
All right.
For sure.
Well, if you're interested in maybe getting a quote, changing some of your insurance, or if you've gotten the bill from an insurance company, you go, my goodness gracious.
Can we do better?
Can we do better?
Shop.
Call Kirk over there at Campbell Insurance, 870-741-5423, and I guess somebody up front will help you out.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. We'll take care of you.
Thanks, Kirk.
Thank you, Kirk.
Thank you.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Around the Table on the original KHOC.
And welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann. Insurance is a weird creature.
Yeah.
You know, he's talking about raising the raising the deductible. Yeah. Well, if you raise your deductible to a certain extent, then you might as well just pay for whatever damage out of pocket. Yeah, I think that gets to that point. Yeah, insurance has changed so much, so many regulations and
you can't live with it, and you can't live without
right.
it, so to speak. But, and then you file a claim, and they don't always turn you down. Don't think I'm saying that.
Yeah.
But it's very frustrating when you pay that much money that you do for like home insurance,
right.
and then you're denied a claim.
Well, basically what he's saying is typically years ago, insurance companies would base their payout based on, the claims that they got.
Mm-hmm.
Now that the weather has changed, we're in a trend where there's more severe weather.
Yeah,
and we'll have severe with tornadoes. I always thought that they came in the spring, but they're coming in the middle of everything.
Yeah, it's changed.
So they're going to have to. They're trying to change their base reason for charging you to try to still make a profit. You got to be in business. You got to.
They got to make a profit.
Yeah,
I understand that, but you got to be able to afford coverage too. Yeah. So, what the heck did you do that for?
My camera's too high, so I just did that.
From my view, he looks like a midget, but okay.
Sorry.
Little dwarfed.
Oh my gosh!
Did
you want to? You mentioned what you needed to mention earlier, didn't you?
I did.
Okay, so we're good on that.
Yeah, we're good on that.
All right. Let's see. What time do we have here?
9:46.
A couple minutes. We could read a couple.
20 degrees outside and sunny.
Yeah. Do you know that there's been a conspiracy going around that the Earth is going to lose its gravity?
I have missed this conspiracy, people.
Gosh.
No.
Well, if you're on social media, you probably have seen it. I have not seen it.
I haven't either.
And probably 80% of the social media that I see, I don't
believe.
I don't believe it, really, actually. But anyway, NASA debunks crazy August 12th gravity conspiracy theory. You can go ahead and plan that summer vacation if you want to, now that NASA confirms the Earth will not lose its gravity like social media says it will. A totally made-up conspiracy theory called Project Anchor claims we'll lose gravity for 7 seconds. That would be kind of nice, really.
What could happen in those 7 seconds, though?
Well, you could float. You could fly. You could,
But what are the bad side, the downside?
Anyway, that's going to happen. It's supposed to happen on August the 12th, and some of us are so dumb that NASA had to issue a statement debunking it. NASA says the insane theory fundamentally misunderstands how gravity works.
Okay, there's people that would read that story on social media and believe it 100%.
Mm-hmm.
We preach on here about go and research. So if you're taking this information and going, well, that's the gospel,
the only problem,
it is not.
The only problem if you go research something that's already kind of iffy, and you go find other sources that confirm that it's iffy or confirm that it's
a possibility, so to speak, or what?
Yeah. So. Anyway,
I don't read it. That's why I don't get my news from social media, because it's all poppycock.
Also, there's a thing called raw dogging.
I've never. Okay. I
Raw,
know what raw dogging was.
Raw dogging boredom might actually improve your focus. Maybe there really is something to this raw dogging boredom thing, and it's a challenge actually, because some psychologists now think it might help fix your short attention span. If you didn't know, the trend is simple. No phone, no TV, no music, just silence.
That's a hard thing for people. It's a hard thing for me.
To be totally silent?
Yes.
I love it.
I'm not that silent. Even driving in my car, there's something playing. There's music. There's something going.
You don't.
But there's value in it, in not having anything on.
Yes. Yeah, there's sometimes if I'm traveling, I'll just turn everything off and just, zen. And
I've noticed the older I get that I used to listen to my music really, really loud, and now it's like I don't function well with things super loud anymore.
Okay.
I don't know if that's concentration.
Are you doing
probably?
Are you doing this, bobbing your head?
Well, I do in here.
Oh. Okay.
But I mean, I think it's a concentration thing because I have to be more on tune with concentrating.
Well, when you were young, you weren't concentrating on anything, right?
Well, I guess that's true. Anyway.
Anyway, for as long as you can take it, it's like putting yourself in a timeout. But scientists say the only way it'll help your social media fueled dopamine addiction is if you do it a lot. I guess that's a situation where you kind of debase yourself from all this stuff. And if you're actually being mindful about it. So you almost have to force yourself.
Right.
So you think it's an addiction?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, probably is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the raw dogging boredom. Okay.
And this next one, before we go to break.
Yeah.
I feel so to my soul. What is it about 2:06 p.m. that makes us drag our butts more than any other time of the day?
Oh my gosh.
I know at 2 o'clock-ish,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. According to a new survey, that's peak slump time for the average American when we tend to struggle the most to stay focused or motivated. A quarter of us could really use an energy boost on Mondays the most.
Yeah, really.
While about 1 in 5 say their tanks are the emptiest on Friday afternoon.
Well, of course they are.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
Okay, we're going to move along. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, we'll have more fodder for you from around the table. Stick around. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and what's her name?
I knew that was coming.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm cool with it, man.
You're cool with it?
Yep.
You're just a cool chick.
Oh, I don't know. You know, you just got to take it as it comes.
Yeah. It's not going to get any better, I guarantee you that.
Nope, it's not.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yes?
I don't know.
Let's see here. You know, you like Billy Bob Thornton?
I do.
Do you watch that Landman show?
When I pay for the subscription.
Oh, it's on Paramount.
Yes, we don't have that, but
I like
have
Paramount
watched.
Plus.
I watched the first season and have not.
Man, you ought to watch the
How many
second
seasons are there? Second.
They just ended the second season, and the final show was phenomenal.
Was
it was so good. Yeah, it was a tearjerker, heartwarming. You just really felt like part of the family.
Did it leave you hanging?
No, it was kind of optimistic at the very end. You're like, oh wow, I can't wait for season 3.
There will be another season, no doubt.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
You know, and there's people that, you know, you know what clickbait is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'll get on there, and I saw this one thing where it says Billy Bob Thornton has decided not to be on the show anymore.
It's bull crap.
And he's going to take legal action against blah blah blah. It's all poppycock. Anyway, and it shows here. It says no. Billy Bob Thornton did not quit Landman. You can almost hear Billy Bob Thornton saying the words "AI generated crap."
Yeah. That's what we're preaching.
I know.
To you.
And that's what he blames for all of the rumors that he's leaving Paramount's Landman. The season 2 finale dropped on Sunday. And since then, there's been all sorts of buzz on social media that Billy Bob has quit the show. He says these reports have nothing to do with the reality. Landman has been renewed for a 3rd season on Paramount. They'll start filming this spring.
So do you think that people that continue to generate the AI crap
Yes.
are AI as well? Or do you think people like go, oh, I'm not going to read that whole thing, and you just take it and run and share it and people just jump on board?
Yes.
Which one?
The second. It's created. It's people that has no morals that will just lie and...
Well, they don't care.
Yeah.
They do not care
it's
about
motivated.
the truth.
The more people that look at their site, they do get paid for that somehow.
Oh.
So, anyway.
Oh.
Yeah,
it's all about money.
They get clicks. The more clicks they have, the more they
Whether it's BS or not.
Right.
Wow.
So a lot of it is like, oh, I'm going to make up this stupid story, and people will stop and listen to it.
Okay, then.
Yeah. You know, we got a big solar storm heading this way.
I've heard this.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
It's not often that they get the northern lights. You know what? Last year we got to see some northern lights. This far south.
Yes.
And you know, in Alabama, California, and even in Arkansas, like they did early this morning. But that's not what you get when the sun belches out a cloud of plasma so big. The NASA declares it's one of the largest solar storms this century. It's a 4 to 5 on the severity scale, the biggest in 23 years, and massive enough that NASA's worried it could disrupt satellite communications. That would be today. So we'll find out if it does or not. It could even mess with GPS. So
watch out.
Don't get lost.
You know, I don't know that that's what's causing the Verizon problem for people or the Cox Internet, but just heard that there were some issues. I know there was a fire that probably might have melted some stuff. I don't know.
They need to have backups.
Yeah, that would be nice.
In an industry where you're sucking millions of dollars out of people's paychecks.
Yeah.
Yes.
National Disc Jockey Day.
All right.
All right. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm done.
We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, guys.